Mr. Whalen reads!
Hi friends, it's Mr. Whalen here. I have brought you another story. This one is fun. This is a brand new book, 2021. It just came out this year. It's called Squish, Squashed, Squished. Alright, can you see that very well with a glare from the window there? I'm sorry. Squish, Squash, Squished. And it's written by Kraft, Rector and illustrated by Dana Wulfekotte. Now, this was fun because anybody out there got siblings, brother, sister, something like that? Some of us do. And, grew up with one anyway. And, you ever get in the back seat of the car and it's like, they're touching me, they're in my space, they're bothering me, their foot's touching me. Anybody been through that before? Actually, it wasn't that bad in my family, but these kids, they get in the back seat, they're bugging each other, and mom's got a very interesting way of showing them that, hey, you know what? You got plenty of room back there. It's not as bad as you think. So sometimes we have to be mindful about what we complain about because sometimes people get creative by showing us, hey, you know what? It's not as bad as you think. So squish, squash, squished. Fun to say, fun book to read. I had fun reading it, and it's a privilege to share it with you. Hope you enjoy it. Squish, squash, Squished by Kraft, Rector, illustrated by Dana Wulfekotte. Squish, squash, squished. Hurry scurry, kids, called Mom. Let's jiggity jog into town in our gracious, spacious automobile. Max and Molly hurry-scurried into the car. Okie dokie? Asked Mom. I'm squished, said Max. Move over, Molly. I'm squashed, said Molly. Move over, Max. Too tight for two? I know what to do, said Mom. There's Peter Jeter with his piglet. Let's give him a ride. Mom stopped the car and said, Wiggle piggle in, Peter Jeter and Piglet. One piglet wiggle piggled onto Max's lap and oink oinked right in his ear. Mom, Max and Molly yelled, we're squished. Too tight for two? I know what to do. There's Dolly Waddle with her ducklings. Mom stopped the car and said, Flit feather in, Dolly Waddle and ducklings. So they did. Two ducklings flit feathered onto Molly's head, quack quacking, and one piglet on Max's lap, oink oink right in his ear. Mom, Max and Molly yelled, we're squished and squashed. Too tight for two? I know what to do. There's Inch Pinch with her puppies. Mom stopped the car and said, Scoot pooch in, Inch Pinch and puppies. So they did. Three puppies scoot pooched onto Max's feet, woof woofing. Two ducklings stood on Molly's head, quack quacking, and one piglet on Max's lap, oinked oinked right in his ear. Max couldn't move his legs, and Molly couldn't sit up straight. They were squish, squash, squished. Mom, Max and Molly yelled. Yes, dearie dears, said Mom, slowing down to wave at Scooter Mooter and his calves. Uh-oh, said Max and Molly. We better hush mush. So they did. And Mom did not stop the car. When they passed the puppy school, Inch Pinch and her puppies scooted right out of Mom's car. Molly still had 2 ducklings on her head, quack quacking, and Max still had 1 piglet on his lap, oink oinking right into his ear. They were squished and squashed, but they hush-mushed. When they passed the duck pond, Dolly Waddle and her ducklings flitted right out of Mom's car. Max still had 1 piglet in his lap, oink oinking right in his ear. Max and Molly still felt squished, but they hush-mushed. Finally, Peter Jeter and his piglet wiggled out at the market. Mom, Max, and Molly shop-bopped and had a sweet treat. "Time to hustle-bustle home," said Mom. Max and Molly hustle-bustled into the car. Max stretched his legs, and Molly flung out her arms. "What a gracious, spacious automobile," they said.